Today let's talk about quarters. And quarters are worth 25 cents. So here's my quick picture of a quarter, 25 cents. And our question is, how can you find the total value of a group of coins? We've been working on that with dimes, nickels, and pennies. And today we're going to add quarters to that. And our problem down here at the bottom reads, Marissa knows a quarter has a value of 25 cents. She wants to trade some pennies for a quarter. How will Marissa trade? All right, so a quarter is worth 25. Pennies are worth 1. Pennies are worth 1. So that means it will take 25 pennies for 1 quarter. So I can draw 25 pennies on my tens frame. So there's 5. There's 10. There's 15. There's 20. And there's 25. Each one of these is worth 1 cent. Each penny is worth 1 cent. That means I would have to gather up 25 pennies to equal just one quarter. All right. What if instead of pennies we did nickels? I know nickels are worth 5 cents. How many nickels would it take for 1 quarter to trade for 1 quarter? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would take 5 nickels for 1 quarter. Nickels are worth 5 cents. What about dimes? Dimes are worth 10. But do I have 10 here? I only have 5, so I couldn't put a dime here. I'd have to have 2 dimes and 1 nickel for 25 cents. All right, so remember, pennies are worth 1, nickels are worth 5, and dimes are worth 10, and now quarters, we are learning, are worth 25. All right, let's keep going. So model and draw. A quarter has the same value as 25 cents. So here's what my quarter looks like. This is the heads, and this is the tails. It's a quarter. It's worth 25. So it says, how can you count quarters? All right, so here's 1 quarter. I know it's a quarter because it says 25. 1 quarter is worth 25 cents. I'm going to add another quarter to that. 25 plus 25. 2 quarters. 2 quarters equals 50 cents. 25 plus 25 is 50. And then if I get another quarter, I have 3 quarters now. 25 plus 25 plus 25, 3 quarters, would be 75. So 1 quarter is worth 25 cents, 2 quarters is worth 50 cents, and 3 quarters is worth 75 cents. And now I have a nickel, right? Nickels are worth 5. So I would add 5 to this. So I had 75 cents with my 3 quarters. Now I'm going to add a nickel. I'm going to add 5. 75, 80. 75 and 5 more is 80. So these coins are worth 80 cents. Remember, the last number you say is what they're worth. All right. Number 1, use coins. Count. Write the total value. This is a quarter. This is the tails of a quarter. Remember, quarters are worth 25. This is a quarter. It's worth 25. And then I have 2 pennies. This is worth 1 and this is worth 1. I know that I have 2 quarters. 2 quarters is worth 50 cents. So 25, 50. Now I'm going to stop and I'm going to count by ones. So I would say 50, 50, 152. The last number I say is how much money I have. 52 cents. Look at number 2. This is a quarter, it's worth 25. This is a quarter, it's worth 25. And this is a quarter, it's worth 25. Notice how the tails on these quarters all look a little bit different. So they're special quarters and they have states on the back of them, like this one is Arizona and this one is Pennsylvania. Those are still quarters, and those are still the tails of the quarter. So now I have a dime, and a dime is worth 10 cents. I need to add up what I've got. So 1 quarter is worth 25 cents. 2 quarters, remember, is worth 50 cents. 3 quarters is worth 75 cents. And now I need to stop because I have a different kind of coin. I have a dime, and a dime is worth 10. So I'm going to take my 75 cents and I'm going to add 10 to it. So I would say 75, 85. 85 cents. And that's the value of all of those coins. That's how much they are worth. All right. So I want you to look at number 3. And before I add up my coins, I want to point out something that we learned last week, and that is that our coins are arranged from what is worth the most to what is worth the least. So I have a quarter, and a quarter is worth 25. And I have a dime, and a dime is worth 10, and another dime is worth 10, and a nickel is worth 5. Notice how my greatest value is at the beginning, and it goes all the way to the least. 5 is worth the least. So a quarter is worth the most, then a dime, then a nickel. And if I had a penny, it would be after the nickel. All right, so let's count. 1 quarter is worth 25 cents. I'm going to stop because now my coin has changed. I now have dimes. So I'm going to count by tens. So I had 25. Now I have 35. Now I have 45, and I'm going to stop because I have a different kind of coin now. Now I have nickels, and I know I need to count by fives. So I'm going to add another 5 to this 45. So I would say 45, 50. This group of coins is worth 50 cents. All right. I'm going to slide my page, and we're doing the same thing. Remember, our coins are arranged from greatest to least. This is a quarter. Remember, some of our quarters have special states on the tails. Quarters are worth 25. This is a quarter, this is a quarter, this is a quarter. And now I have a dime. A dime is worth 10, and a penny is worth 1. So greatest to least. And you can look back and you can see that 1 quarter is worth 25, 2 quarters is worth 50, and 3 quarters is worth 75. So I have 1 quarter, 25, 2 quarters, 50, 3 quarters, 75. And I'm going to stop because I have a different kind of coin. Now I have a dime, so I'm going to count by tens. I'm going to add 10 to the 75. So I would go 75, 85. So 75 plus 10 more would be 85. And I'm going to stop counting by tens because now I have a penny, and that's worth 1. So I would say 85, 86. My total value of those coins is 86 cents. All right, number 5. Remember, 1 quarter is worth 25. 2 quarters is worth 50. And I have a different kind of coin. Now I have a dime. That means I need to add 10. So I would say 50, 60. 50 plus 10 more is 60. And I'm going to stop counting by tens because now I have nickels, and nickels are fives. So I'm going to count by fives. So I had 60, and 5 more would be 65. 5 more would be 70. This group of coins is worth 70. Oops. Whew. It's worth 70 cents. All right. Number 6. I have a quarter. Remember, greatest to least. Quarter, 25. Dime, 10. Dime, 10. Penny, 1. Penny, 1. All right, I know my values. So 1 quarter is worth 25. I'm going to stop because I have another dime, or I have a dime. So I'm going to go by tens now. So I had 25. Now I have, oh, my pen's not writing. Hold on, friends.